I have a great treat for you today. It's how to give an entire wonderful foot massage that is relaxing, that is relieving, that is so fun to give as well, and that is coming right up. I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Shai Plonsky. I'm the founder of the Still Light Center School of Thai Yoga Massage, and today I get to show you an entire foot massage that I just taught at the Wanderlust Yoga Festival, and I just want to share this one with the world. It was received so wonderfully by over 85 people in a class, and they were able to give this massage really in just minutes flat. So I know that this one works. I know that if you just want to give an amazing massage to someone that you really care about and really pamper and love those feet, but also do it in a way that feels so good for you as well, that you can take this one and really run with it. Just before I jump into it, I just want to introduce myself again. I am the founder of the Still Light Center School of Thai Yoga Massage, and I teach massage all over the world, including here in the Bay Area in California. And if you like this video, I encourage you, please subscribe to the channel and then click on the bell right next to the subscribe button, because that gets you notifications every Wednesday when I post a new video. Alright, so really all you need to do in order to give this foot massage, just before, I'm going to show you a teaching video, but just a couple of things to keep in mind before we jump into that. Number one, I have a second video that I'm going to post a link to up above and down below. It's all about the secrets to giving an amazing massage. So if you are brand new to this, I would encourage you, please watch that one first before you actually give this on another person. It's really going to empower you to know how to give an amazing, amazing massage, and then combine it with the actual techniques that I'm showing you here. The other thing is that in this video that I'm about to show you about the actual techniques, you learn to give the massage on the ground. Now, if that doesn't work for you or the person that you're working with, they can be on a bed, and you can either be standing at the foot of the bed or sitting on a chair or a bit of both. All right, so you'll have to improvise just a little bit, but it's pretty simple to do. So that being said, let's just check this out, and then I'll meet you on the other end. So Eva, we've got 3 questions, okay? There are 3 questions I want you to ask your partner, whoever they are, even if you have come with someone that you've known for a long time. And they are, first and foremost, how are you?
Doing great.
Excellent. And we're going to give you a foot massage today. Is there anything I should know going on with your feet or your legs or your ankles?
I don't shave.
Okay.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
There you go. I don't know if that's a need to know, but that's
Just
all
any
I can
pain
think
or
of.
any injuries or anything like that?
No. I mean, I have relatively large feet, so I do get really sore arches.
Okay. Perfect. And what kind of pressure would you like today?
As hard as you want.
Okay, so whatever they tell you, and usually I'll even ask, like on a scale of 1 to 10, can you tell me? And then I'm going to ask for her arm to do a test, so that as hard as I want matches as hard as she wants, kind of thing. Although, truth is, I don't want to squeeze to the point that I'm hurting myself either. So I'm just getting the conversation started. So I'll just give her a squeeze and be like, okay, well, what's that?
Feels good.
Feels good. Okay, cool. I didn't have to hurt myself. So the idea being that you can give more pressure once you have the whole leverage of your body. So don't hurt yourself. Just get the conversation started, and then we'll go from there. All right? Cool. So have a lie down, please.
Have a lie down.
Yep. Excellent. Are you comfortable? So once your partner's lying down, now if she wants, here we probably don't have enough, but if she wanted something like a pillow under her head or something like that, you can use that. Grab these. Okay. Here we go. So, first thing we're going to do is scoop up the heels. So I've got her heels in the palms of my hands and on my lap. And I want to shake out her legs and shake out her body. Right? Which is really great, not just for the feet, but really for the whole lower back and for the legs, everything that relax. And the lightest, easiest way you can do that, so legs are typically pretty heavy. And if it happens to be heavy for you to do this, you just keep them on your own lap, shake yourself out. All right? Wiggle. You can see Also, you know, when I massage the feet, it's such an aha for me to realize that the story I was taught as a kid, or the song, you know the song, head, shoulders, knees, and toes? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So you can see that I'm just shaking her feet, but look at her shoulders and look at her head, right? It's connected. We're all one. And when you do good things to the feet, you can do good things to the shoulders and the neck and the head and the back, all of it. And in fact, if your shoulders and neck and all that are hurting, could be because you're doing some things to your feet that you could be doing better. Like the shoes you wear, or how much time you spend on your feet without taking a break, or not getting on your feet enough, needing more time on your feet. So anyways, just saying. So from here, the next level up, keep your elbows next to your body and just shake it out. And if that gets heavy, put it back on your lap, give your arms a break. You know, as we said, we want it to feel easy for us and good for us. So once you do that, just lean back and give a nice traction, nice pull. Yeah, we got a thumbs up. But think of that as a stretch. So I only did it 2 or 3 seconds, and I might lean back and do it a second time and do it a little longer. Okay? So that's the easing in, using that whole idea of more repetition and then a longer pause. And then from here, I'm going to put her feet down, and I want to move back just a little bit more and get into my open diamond stance. And the first move is called palming the instep. So the instep is this inner arch of the foot here. Okay? You're going to place one hand just above the heel on one foot, and then the other hand just above the heel on the other foot. And the lightest way to do this would be with one hand at a time. So I'm going to take my one hand and I'm just going to gently rock to one side. Pause for that 1 or 2 seconds with that lighter pressure. So she said, as much as I can give, but I'm not doing that yet. First time through, I'm just going to keep it pretty chill, pretty light, and just do it a few times this way. Now you can see her feet go all the way to the mat. So she's showing me that she also doesn't have, you know, she's open. She doesn't have limits in her range of motion, in her hips or in her ankles, which is great. For some people, as you press, you may feel resistance, okay? So for that person, you really just want, that's a signal that I need to really slow it down that much more, ease it in, and even talk and see how this is feeling, and then go from there, okay? So I'll do it a second time, and maybe I'll press a little longer and a little deeper, and then I'll say, hey, how's this feeling for you? And would you like it a little deeper pressure?
It's good like that. I think any more might feel weird. I don't a little too much on my ankles.
Okay, so there you go. Okay. Now because there's no resistance, if you want to, and if they're open to it, you can also press with both feet at the same time. But always start with one foot at a time. And then we'll go from there. So how's that?
It's good.
Good. And the person who has resistance that I can't really push their foot to the mat, I would definitely skip that. If someone told you they had knee issues, I would skip pressing on both feet at the same time as well. But if someone's fairly open, and you can ask them, of course, before you do it, then you can proceed. The next one is called a foot fold. So it's the counter to what we just did. I'm going to take her foot in the opposite direction. Okay. So I've got my hand just where at the very top of her pinky toe, and I'm just pushing my hand on top of her foot and bringing her foot to the center. Now, in her case, she also really doesn't have any resistance this way. That doesn't happen that often, that there's no resistance in both directions. Usually someone's got some in one direction at least. In my case, it's definitely in this direction, and I'm going to have some. Then when I start pushing, I feel like, oh, I've hit a limit, I've hit a wall. Now, but if the person doesn't have any knee or hip, big issues, and even if they do, of course, you can just talk about it, but it actually feels really good to push through there. So as you do it the second or third time, you can push through and just see if you can guide the foot a little more and talk with them as you do it as well. Okay, so anytime that you're exploring someone's limits, again, that is just an invitation to say, let's talk. Tell me what you're feeling, and then I'm going to work with you and take you where you want to go. Okay? So this is the foot fold. And once we've done the foot fold, we can sweep it out. So we just did things with both feet at the same time, and then I'm going to move to one foot and do 3 things for one foot. All right, so here's the first one. And I can take a blanket and put it over my body and put her foot in the blanket. Okay, so I want to be close enough that I can feel her foot, resistance. Her ankle is bent, her foot is pressed on my body. It's like, look, Mom, no hands. Okay? And it's staying. So once I've got that, I am going to use my hands though. But the idea is that you're going to use your body to really make this move. So one hand under the heel, other hand wraps around the foot, and then circles. This is usually the point in a massage where I fall asleep. Okay, so to use your body to do this, it's really just lean forward, lean into it, and then complete the circle and just make a circle. So you'll feel how your abdomen pushes her foot forward, and then it's making a circle. I lean back a little bit so it feels like I'm making a circle, and then I lean into it again and continue.
Is this mostly working on like hip mobility? It feels like it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So this is called really a foot and hip rotation. Okay? So yes, you know that you're doing it right when you see her hip making circles. Okay? Usually you can even see her head and her shoulder. It's gonna move. And then once I've done this, move back, put the foot down. So here's a really sweet secret spot on the body. All right? Right at the top where the ankle meets the foot, there's a great soft spot. All right? We're going to press this soft spot right here. Okay? So it's right here. Everyone see that? Right? So basically, if you can feel this on yourself, on the sides of your ankle, you have these kind of round, bony protrusions. They're called malleolus. And if you come right in between them, there's a spot, there's a space right in the middle there. Okay? And that's where we're going to press. And so the way you're going to do this, again, it's like you're pumping like a tranquilizer right in there. I'm going to relax.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
So my thumb is right on it, and I'm just pushing right into it. And a pump, I can pause there as well. So I love to press there for a good 20 or 30 seconds. And then from here, I'm going to thumb my way towards each of the toes. So notice how I'm using my rocking motion that we practiced before from Gulf Marma, and I'm rocking. My thumbs go towards the pinky toe and towards the big toe. You can do that 2 or 3 times. And then I always love to start at that soft spot, which I call Gulf Marma, that's what it's called. And then we're going to thumb our way to the second and the fourth toe. You have 2 thumbs, may as well use them. Okay? Press that 2 or 3 times. We've got some oohing and eyeing.
So good.
And then right up the center. And when I've done that, I'm gonna either, I'll use my fist or my fingertips, and just nice and gentle. Just keep making some nice circles on top there. So, just how we talked about the blanket, you have the surface of the blanket and just below the surface. We're going just below the surface of the skin level of the foot here, and just make some nice circles, and then squeeze out the whole foot. Excellent.
Do that as long as you want.
And then when I'm done that, I'm gonna sweep the whole lower leg and foot out. Okay. Head to the next side and I'll show it to you one more time.
Be like a deluxe pedicurist.
So again, bring the blanket onto your body and come close enough that you feel like you could let go. So one hand holds the heel, my other hand wraps around the foot, so I've got a thumb in the back, my fingers around the top of the foot, and here we go, circles. Lots of nice circles in both directions. And you can see at the end here, I'm just kind of pausing and hanging out for a moment. And then move back. Find that sweet spot. So again, that sweet spot between those ankle bones or malleoli on the sides, if you just come in between, you'll feel where your thumb just sinks in nice and deep. It's a big spot. And then pump it a few times. And actually, while you're doing it, if you're wondering about what you're going to eat for lunch or something like that, just bring your attention back to just like, oh, relaxation. I want to send you good vibes. I want to send you to heaven as you do this. Because your mind is really an important part of this. And then pause and hold there. So we're there for our 20 or 30 seconds. And then thumbing your way towards the pinky toe and the big toe. So we're going to do that 2 or 3 times. Thumb your way to the second and the fourth toe, and then right up the center. And then you can make some circles either with your knuckles or with your fingers, just something that feels just delicious, a nice easy way to just treat those feet well. And then squeeze as well. So when I squeeze, what I'm doing, my fingers on the bottom of the foot, my palm, the rest of my hand is on top, and I just squeeze from there. So the whole foot is getting a good squeeze. So are you ready to do this now? Feeling it? So what do you think about that? Are you going to practice? I know you're going to practice, and really once you do, I just want to encourage you to please leave your comments, leave your questions, any way that I can help you to give this massage better and better. It is my pleasure. And then if you want to keep on learning, well, hey, just check out the playlist over here for lots more video options. And if you want to learn more about me and come study in person, my website is stilllightcenter.com. We have a calendar where we teach all over North America and even all over the world. And really that's it. So I want to wish you amazing massages, and we will see you soon. Namaste.